Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'm just going to show you through a few of the projects that I'm working on at the moment. So the main project that I've been working on slowly but surely is an application that tracks your mood. So this is the application here. You can put in your mood, you can choose where your mood's at, and then put a little comment in, feeling happy, like this, save it. And then we can look at the history. So we can see the 6th of August, which is today. I'm feeling happy. And the calendar view, it's broken because I just redid the UI. But essentially what it's going to have once we get further down is we're going to have an AI insights section. So it's going to get data from the health kit for the Apple Watch. And then it's going to use that data to marry up with how your mood is. But it's going to marry that data up. And then it's going to give you insights into, like, we can see that you were feeling down this day, or you weren't feeling great. You know, your steps are too low, or your sleep is not up to scratch. So it's kind of marrying up the data from the health kit, and it's using that to find useful information that it can give you back. So the end goal is kind of track your mood and then have the data from the health kit tell HRV, heart rate, steps, things like this, and then give you CBT-based approaches, like cognitive-based therapy approaches to how you could improve that. Like if it sees that your heart rate is kind of high, it might recommend meditation or things, but it's going to use AI to kind of give you these recommendations as like a AI therapist almost. Yeah. And so this is one of the apps that I'm kind of working on. So this is called Mood Genius. So this is app number 1 that I'm working on, and it's almost done. I'm just working on some of the integration of HealthKit at the moment, but it's got most of the UI. It's linked to like Firebase and stuff like this. So the other project that I'm working on is called Process Audit AI. And this particular project, we can find it at, so in this particular project, you can upload an SOP, standard operating procedure, and then AI will go ahead and analyze that SOP, and it will take all the information in. It will generate a number of questions to ask you. The questions will then give it some insight into what that procedure is for and how you might use it. The questions are dynamic. I don't think I have an SOP here. Maybe I do. Yeah, I got Airbnb suspension SOP. So we can write here, this is the process for getting a listing suspended, Airbnb. We go on here, we'll click process. Now this is analyzing the SOP using one of the Claude models, the Anthropic model, Haiku. It's using that because it's a cheaper model at the moment. The first run will be Haiku, just, see. So it's picked up that this is about Airbnb listing suspensions. It generates some meaningful questions on the back end. So how many suspensions do you get per month? 1 to 5, let's say. What are the most common reasons for listing suspension or quality, let's say, for example? Next. And then there's like, I really want to fix the layout for this to make it a little bit more intuitive. I don't want it to be funky like this, but it's just trying to get like how many hours you spend. So let's say like 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 days, and 6 hours, for example. Yeah, let's just say that. Airbnb platform, emails. What documentation do you need? Evidence for the remedy of the issues. How do you currently communicate with email, right? So we'll just put all that in there. What's your current success rate for appeals? Let's put in that start analysis. So now it starts to look at the inputs and the original SOP, and then it's going to make suggestions for improving the process with automation. Eventually, where I want to get to is using a different model on the back end and then digging a little bit deeper like a consultant would and sort of talking to you about the process. Like, is this stage really necessary here? Could we trim off this, or could we process that this way, or so on and so forth? And then also suggest certain Zapier automations that could improve your ROI or reduce the hours spent on it or whatever. So it's kind of like a consultant for your SOPs is kind of where we're at. So yeah, here we go. We got executive summary, automation opportunities, 3. It doesn't have this here. We'll have to work that out. 2 to 12 weeks, start with 2 quick wins. Okay, let's have a look at the opportunities. Suspension notification monitoring, configure an email mode monitoring rule. So this is be able to get to these suspensions faster, implement and response templates. And then it's got the tools that you would be used here, Zapier, Slack, and Gmail API. And it's got 90% priority because it's low effort and high impact. Evidence documentation, so create document templates, set up automated collection systems, implement quality checks. So Airtable, Zapier, and Google Drive. So it's kind of doing some stuff there. So as you can see, it's got a few items here, and it's a little bit of in the early stages, but the goal is to build this out to be a little bit more. Like, it might have, you can download a JSON for a Zapier Zap, or download a JSON for, or a setup for an n8n automation. So it would start to, like, instead of just telling you, oh, you need to go away and do this particular automation, it'll give you the automation here. Or it would say, like, do you want to consult on digging into this one a bit deeper, and then using one of the more capable models to build that automation. So it's really for like small SMEs that want to build automations fast, but don't necessarily have the technical capability to use some of the Zapiers or n8ns. So that's one that I'm working on there. One of the other ones that I'm working on is an idea called, it's called ReelTap. So taking long form videos and producing them into short form videos. So, and offering it as a service. So this one I've only just started kind of working on it through Replit. So yeah, we've got viral videos, future plan, etc. So this is very early days, but I just started working on this the other day. So wait for this to come out, I guess. Still, I've kind of started a bunch of different ones. So they're the ones we're working on. Oh yeah, I'm working on, this is just a silly little project. It's called Happy Fun Timer is what it's called, I think. Happy time buddy. Oh man. Yep. So let's just spin this up really quick. It's just like a little mobile app, and it was inspired by an application that was on the App Store. And every time you run it, it has like all these ads that pop up at the end. And it just kind of like really annoyed me, because then my kids like kind of press it. So it's a timer for kids with ASD, and you essentially press it, and then it goes on a timer down. So like there's this little bouncing bear, it's got this little green, and it goes to yellow, and then it goes to red. So it's just it's just like a little timer, but it's just something I would personally use. I'm building things that I would personally use, and this is something I would personally use. So I've applied for it to go onto the App Store. So I'm waiting for approval for it to go onto the App Store. But the idea, I hope, is that it's just a fun timer that people can download that doesn't cost anything, and hopefully it doesn't have any ads. I'll just have to see if there's any running costs to this stuff. If there's no running costs, then I won't put any ads on it. But if there's some running costs, I might put an ad somewhere so that I get paid to host it or whatever. So as you can see, it goes yellow, and then it goes red, or like an orangey red, and it will go really dark red. And then the timer will finish, and it will make a noise as well. And it has like a little banner. So yeah, that's it. And then you go stop, you can do another timer, or yeah. So yeah, those are the projects that I'm working on at the moment. This one is finished. It's being submitted to the App Store. So I'm just waiting for the approval for that to happen. This one's pretty far away, maybe a week away, which is pretty far away because I built like 4 of them in a week. And then this one, the process Audit AI, close but far. There's like, it's usable, but there's a heap of things that I want to do to make it super, super like useful. So at the moment it looks cool, but not super functional. So I need to get it to the next level where it looks cool and it's super functional. The Mood Genius app, I think that will probably be a couple of weeks away because I just need to work out this health kit integration, and then I need to work out the AI integration part to it. And with this particular app, because we're collecting a lot of health data, I need to work out a way to keep that secure or just not store it at all. So be able to use it and use it in the recommendations and then discard it or put it somewhere and make sure it's very secure. So yeah, I hope that's kind of interesting to you guys. Something I've been working on. So I'll keep you updated when I launch these things or when they get approved. I'll make a video and put a link to it and you can go check them out if it's something that interests you. If you like the video, like and subscribe. If you've got other ideas that you want me to build, let me know and we'll go from there.